with head football coach Steve Johnson. And Coach, a tough week coming off a loss. Certainly a little bit of an uncharacteristic-like weekend for us last week against St. John's. But talk about your performance last Saturday and what you saw as a head coach.
You know, we went up there with great expectations, a lot of confidence. We've got a great team. I was laughing even today about you do these things and you think we're really good, and then you do one bad thing and all of a sudden you think you stink, and neither one of them are true. And we talk a lot, with our guys because they're a lot like us, that the highs are high and the lows are low, but you got to play in here with a high passion and get after it, and you can't believe lies. And so, we're talking about that a lot this week. We didn't play well. We didn't feel like we played well. The Johnnies did play well. You credit them. Coach Fosh does a great job with those guys, and so, it is what it is. Hugely disappointed. So we talked more really as a team about how do you handle disappointment, and even more in particular, how do you handle pain. What do you do with your pain? Do you transmit it to other people, or do you blame it, or do you transform it and grow through it? And toughness. We think we want to be a tough team, and I think we are. But it's not necessarily about working out more and hitting your head against the wall. There's a toughness in your spirit and your heart and your head, and that's what we're after. And we want that not just for our football, but for our life. And as these guys get older, and as I grow up, maybe. It's something that I have to battle in my own stuff, because, we're all kind of babies and we're all kind of selfish, and we have to fight that stuff but be authentic at the same time, and so that's what we're working on.
Well, one of the obstacles that lies still in your season is Augsburg, and then also playing in the snow. So let's talk about this weekend. What do you foresee as you try and play a good Augsburg team and also trying to play in the elements?
Augsburg's really a good team, and their quarterback is just an electric athlete, and he's very scary. We're just going to, get back to basics. Last week at St. John's, we got behind, so we're kind of having to flip the ball all over the place, and we just didn't run our offense the way that we had planned, the way we want to do those things. Defensively, we're, kind of hanging on for dear life, and we're working through some things there. So we're just back to basics and back to Bethel football, and we're really good, and we're gonna punch them in the nose on Saturday, and I think we're gonna win, and if we do, then we'll be co-champions and of the MIAC, and second title in a row, and that's a big deal, and so that's big. So there's first things first, not to look ahead and do those things, but we've got to do our work against Augsburg. We're working on the field to get that ready to go. If we possibly can, we want to have our seniors. Last regular season home game at our place, and it looks like that's going to work out. And so we just have to do a little bit more work on that, and then look forward to Augsburg. And we're not going to stop their quarterback, but we've got to contain them, and then offensively, we got to do our job and get more points in them.
Well, certainly you're a great motivator. The coach's staff is great here, but one of the things, coming off a loss, it doesn't happen very often. You still have a lot to play for. You talked about being co-champs, being potentially a playoff team. What's the message this week? How do you keep those guys from maybe feeling, frustrated, injured, tired, all of that stuff, to keep your head in the main element of what they're trying to accomplish here?
Yeah, that's a good question. I have an older coach as a mentor for me, that he kind of said that, the players often feel like you do, and if you're kind of down and tired and that's a decent gauge that they are too. And so, we talk about from day one that we got to be who we are, and we got to be that every day. And sometimes it's easy to do that, and sometimes it's hard. And yesterday we just talked. We had practice, and this needs to be the best Tuesday of our life. This needs to be the best, because that time that is consecrated. So our practice has got to be intentional. It's got to be got to have great effort, great attention, great focus. And then you get ready. At this time of the year, you're kind of play polishing and feeling you're going against schemes, and we're not doing quite as many drills as normal and that kind of thing. And so it's kind of a fun way that way. We're trying to heal up. We got a lot of guys beat up in over 10 games. Even if you're not injured, you're hurt, and so we work through those things. But we have a lot to, we have to, the playoffs are a great possibility for us, and if we win this game. So it's like looking past this game is fruitless, because even if you're in, you don't know who,
Right.
and anything else. And so we wanna be conference champions.
Yeah.
You know, our first goal we've said is that we want everybody to hate to play us because we play so hard and for 60 minutes. Our second goal is a conference title,
Yeah.
and our third goal in gravy is playoffs, and then we go to national title type stuff. So.
Well, that's great, Coach. Thanks a lot for the time. And this Saturday, the last regular season home game this Saturday at 1 p.m. at Royal Stadium. Bring their shovels, bring their snow caps, and let's have a good time.
Yeah, I can't wait. It'll be a great day.
Thanks, Coach.